Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Diamook from CZT, and I'm going to do my best. Sanyukta Saxena. I hope I got that at least close. All right. It's a really neat tangle, though. And as I was playing with it, I realized, well, I always have trouble, and it's really silly. Um, doing drawing diamonds, and I mean, depending on how you want to do it, it's just a box turned on its end, right? So sometimes I try to think of it that way, and I started actually when I was doing it was when I was doing the step out that I'm like, okay, well, if I put a box in the corner and I'm going diagonal, it'll look like diamonds, and it does. And then it dawned on me that I could do it this way, and so I'm going to show you that this way. I did put a little note on my step out, that it could be done this way, and that's what we're gonna do. So we'll get rid of that shadow, maybe. All right, so I'm gonna put my thumb here so that way I can hold the tile and you can see. All right, so a zigzag. Now this one, because and I was gonna say, because it's gonna be diamonds, you might want to have them wider, but then at the same time, it doesn't matter as I'm saying it, right? And okay, I am gonna turn. Oh, it doesn't matter if I turn the tile. No, it doesn't matter if I turn the tile. It's the same thing. I'm so silly. All right, and so we're gonna do the same, but underneath, and obviously going opposite, so that way we create these diamonds. And so just going slow, it's like, okay, good, and this tangle, whoops, doesn't really require them to be even or anything. It's pretty forgiving. So so once you have your row of diamonds, whichever way you decide to do them, individually or like this, we'll go to the next step. All right. And the next step is, and this that's the or diam. Oh, you could go with the O too. The next step is our little muka fronds. Um, I you know I hear people calling this muka, and it's a step of muka. Muka, kind of is an entire tangle, but this is just like one piece of it. Uh, so I'm going to trace this line, and come off maybe about here, and then we're going to make kind of the bulbous part, and then come back towards that center. So following that, and you can make that part as big as you want. So it's coming around, and like you're going into a spiral, but you're not. And it's like you stop right there, and then just come back down. If you look for and watch Rick and Maria's Zentangle's video on Muka, if you go just search Zentangle on YouTube and find their videos, I betcha if you go to their website, you'll find them there too. That one was a little interesting. I should probably do all of them that are on the same side so I can have my paper, my little tile positioned so I like it off the thing. Okay. No, I don't like doing it that way. Never mind. After a while, if you're new to Zentangle, after a while, you'll get to where you'll turn your like, no, that's not going to be comfortable. I can just tell, because usually you're doing muka this way, kind of drawing up. All right, let's get this one over here on the side, and then we will flip and do the same thing. The little baby one. Now I'm laying down quite flat for whatever reason, because you could there like pull it away a little bit if you want. Make sure to take a look at the for more inspiration link so you can see it um, right from Sanyukta's hand, and she has some very very nice samples on there to give you some ideas on how you might want to use it. There we go. And like I said, it's forgiving in that you just really have to have the zigzag can't be narrow enough where you don't have room to put these two muka fronds. That's really the only thing. Then it is essentially decorating time, but she has put this into the step out, so we will follow that. And the first is just to aura that box. And this one will be about, yeah, like that. Okay. And then to put a little orb right nestled in that little pocket right there. And I was ending up doing, if I had a little space left in there, I'd just go ahead and fill that in. That's just me. Oh, missed one. It's because I didn't like start at the end. For whatever reason, I have such a habit of starting in the middle and working my way out. It's just funny. This is essentially the tangle. So here's some decorating and shading ideas. I like that, and actually I think I'm going to do it a little bit bigger here. In one of the samples, she put little orbs in the center of these boxes. I'm going to go a little bit bigger, and this is what I did this on the step out. I put smaller ones, almost that size, but hey, we'll have fun with these. But just like everything Zentangle, you can decorate it however you wish. Put your spin on it. Have fun. And at the time of this recording, it's December, and I started a monthly. I guess a monthly. No, the theme isn't. I don't know what the right word for it is, and it's not I want to say challenge, but not really. I called it Festivus Tangleus, and just because I was being funny. Yeah, I like that. And I was looking for things that if you're, it doesn't have to necessarily be festive in the way I guess we traditionally think about it. I like to put these little curve lines, little C shapes, swoosh marks I like to call them, on my mukas, so it makes them look plump. Yeah, like that. Okay. Anyway, and I saw this. I'm like, you can make almost any tangle. I think probably, and that should be the challenge. What tangle can you not make look festive, depending on if you use color or how you use it. But this is such a nice border, and I thought, why not? So what I'm going to do for shading, I'm just putting a little bit of graphite on the tops and bottoms of these. And I'm just putting it in the aura'd section. And let's spread that out. And this is, of course, just but one way to shade. Depends on how you use it. You don't even have to shade it at all. I like to shade because it hides a multitude of sins a lot of times. it makes it come to life, and and that's exactly it. And all of a sudden it's like, ooh, it's magical. And then I am going to put little graphite on these swoosh lines. Sometimes I will just, or I used to just kind of shade this way, or sometimes I just leave them like that too. Um, but I'm feeling that I just want to have a little bit of graphite up at the top. And I have worked so small that I just have to be careful. And so with the graphite, I just want to make it a gradient, and so I kind of do it in that C shape, just to spread it out just a little bit on that end. But there's a lot of opportunity here for so much fun. Oops, I forgot that one. That's all. Oh, and this one here too. I have enough on my tortillon to. Oh yeah, and see, it makes a nice difference. I love it. Yeah. So again, totally up to you how you decide you want to shade, if you want to shade, how you want to decorate, if you want to decorate outside of, what is in the step out. All up to you, and that's what's so much fun. So hope you enjoyed this. If you did, would love to have you click like. Feel free to share it, leave comments, and if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Actually, if you click on my name, just so that way um, that takes you to the home page of the channel, so you can see all of the videos, search the channel, see the playlists that I've created, things like that. In the description section, I mentioned links to the step outs. I said just for more inspiration link. That's a link to Sanyukta's step out and samples. I always do a version myself, so those are there. Below that, ways to connect with me if you like. If you really enjoy this, maybe you want to join me in an online class. I do them almost twice weekly. A lot of them are free. I have some that are paid. Information is on my website. Link is in the description again below the step out links. And then also, if you happen to be on Facebook and want to kibitz with a bunch of crazy tanglers, we'd love to have you join us there too. And that link is also in the description. So one cannot have too many friends that tangle. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.